You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to answer because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah,
You have no
nothing.
connection.
Yeah. Just say that
When,
doma all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure. No he, no tea.
when he was 12 years older Ellen, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders, they need support.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do you impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to answer because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah,
You have no
nothing.
connection.
Yeah. Just say that
When,
doma all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure. No he, no tea.
when he was 12 years older Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders they need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West, he
Yeah.
does not have that contact.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do you impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to answer because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah,
You have no
nothing.
connection.
Yeah. Just say that
When,
doma all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure. No he, no tea.
when he was 12 years older Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do you impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to instantly because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah,
We have no
nothing.
connection.
Yeah. Just say that
When,
dumb all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he no tea.
when he was 12 years older Ellen, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact.
And to the people of Liberia, let us remember that our shared history, with all its trumps and trials, bind us together as we honor the memory of Senator Prince Johnson. Let us recommit ourselves to the ideas of peace, reconciliation, and unity that our nation is so desperately needs. May his soul rest in perfect peace, and may God bless the Republic of Liberia. Farewell, farewell, great man, farewell. Uruguay.
President Bouakai 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the dividend on some of these travels. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. President Bouakai's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we'll take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hate ourselves as a country and people to please any other country.
So Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero.
In sports?
Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national team, if they go, that's exactly what you are experiencing in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God. I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace. And people that brought war still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can't break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the one that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
AB, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you implore poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power, that came to rescue, cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaga, we used to go to him and even feed Bwaga because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenure position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even worked with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful, but we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people, and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? They respecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built, and Liberians say that and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaga man He was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling. What you're doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said there, you want that change? Bwaka was not a change. Bwaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they were, there was no greener pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they're changing? No. There will be a period and we will check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's what you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Re-give the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got some sound Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of pandemic. Liberia shine amongst a great nation. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So the disrespect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. You know, it's wrong. Respect the law. And I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party left it with us. And we respected it. So what's going on? Is it that Bwaka angry because during Ellington there were 10 jobs? And he want to break it because you are not happy? Is that why he's saying to us? Because the 10 job, I didn't do it. I made it there and I respected the laws of the Republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there will be a time I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era and they send us back to the old era. We need to correct that.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah. DJ Nicky. I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jarrah's life in it go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. You can call over to finish cable. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, like us, I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We die,
okay. And the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking play the ego, we're not fighting them will go. And when we're talking say the tip Waka to win to Oregon, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men a pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up, bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say let no go A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, Joseph Bwaka been poor in Mexico.
What they get it made into Esabin. What they get it made into Esabin.
What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We die, oh. What on the tree will go. We die.
We play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki. We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by a fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's about the scene and asking when the tree will go. But how the tree will go when the driver is old. We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. The house are sending like Dylan and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga the rapid. The country fire on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
You bow, you collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Darren's life didn't go up. Yahweh swole betray the labor. You can call over to finish go. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last time I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die,
Okay.
oh.
And the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking play the ego, we're not fighting them with gun. And when we talking say the tip work out to win to oil wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping monk, the men are pong. Like expressing my feelings on the song, the 22-minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming and bro. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine for China, they come and say they no go A.
Yama, we're not feeling from here. Just like Baga in poor in Meso.
One get it, it made them to SAP. One get it, it made them to SAP.
What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh.
We play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki. We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by a fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's about the scene and asking when the tree will go. But how the tree will go when the driver is old. We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. The house are sending like Dylan and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga the rapid. The country fire on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
Thank you, Archie. Good afternoon. I know some of you been calling me, asking why we are not saying anything. You know, when it comes to investigation, there are a lot of things involved. So you got to take your time to go, through it so that we can get the facts out. Like you said, we have almost at the point of conclusion. And from our observation on the Capitol building, there were flammable substance used to allow in the cause of fire there. And so indeed, like you said, the funnel will be out, but we just want to briefly let you know that from our observation, there were flammable substance used that caused the fire at the Capitol building.
Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace. And people that brought war still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions, whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the Republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the ones that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
AB, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that, you know. And what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power, that came to rescue, cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaga, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaga because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But
It's a lot.
but you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During the President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position were respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful, but we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people, and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect, because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? They respecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built, and Liberians say that and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaka man, he was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling, what he's doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said there, you want that change? Bwaka was not a change. Bwaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they were, there was no greener pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they're changing? No. There will be a period, and we will check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's what you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Beat the broad wall, still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions, whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people, and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can't break the law.
So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the one that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
AB, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you implore poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what $50 job, $100 job. You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenure position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even worked with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So, I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? Disrespecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built, and Liberia said that and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaka man He was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling. What you're doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said that. You want that change? Bwaga was not a change. Bwaga was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they were, there was no pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No. There will be a period and we'll check. But again, like I said to all Tunisians, and that's what you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Give the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got some sound Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of a pandemic. Liberia shine amongst a great nation. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So the disrespect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. You know, it's wrong. Respect the law. I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party left it with us, and we respected it. So what's going on? Is it that Bwaga angry because during Ellington there were 10 jobs, and he want to break it because you are not happy? Is that why he's saying to us? Because the 10 job, I didn't do it. I made it there, and I respected the laws of the republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there will be a time I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era, and they send us back to the old era. We need to correct that.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PBCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Omegi.
I wish to be something else, oh. We not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja. Horses money in single. Parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy. 100 years back and forth. Jarrah's life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. You can't call over to finish cable. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last time I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We tire,
Okay.
oh.
And the first time in the country, you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego. We're not fighting them. We're going. And when we're talking, say, let's take Bwaga to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say, sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song. The 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking, say, we are coming up, bro. They been bossing from Ghana. The people send police for A. Yellow machine from China. They come and say, let no go A.
Yama, we're not feeling from here. Just let Bwaga in poor in there. So,
one get it, made them to SAP. One get it, made them to SAP.
What on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. What on the tree will go? We die.
We play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get a comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by a fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part is in the asking when the tree will go. But how the tree will go when the driver is old. We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all about give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. The house are selling like deal on a young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for back out the rapid. The country buy on us, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
Now you collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latina, we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money is single. Parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were in job. 100 years back and forth. Darren's life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. You can't call over to finish go. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are living, oh. After the 100 days, last time I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die,
Okay. And the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking play the ego, we're not fighting they will go. And when we're talking say the tip I got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking.
Okay, folks, we have to welcome you right now. We've been trying to see whether we can contact AB. AB is like, but we having some difficulties in having him on. Yes, we're having some difficulties in having AB on, but apparently they're still trying to make their way, because I was just watching on the Kings FM Cloud TV. I was just watching when they landed at the airport in Nigeria. They should be in Nigeria right now, but I have been in conversation with him. But he said that he was going to come on, but we're still exerting efforts to make sure that we have him on from that part of the world to give us update. But we can have you, we can just hold you, keep you in suspense without having an issue or having some discussion about what's unfolding in our country nowadays and what have you. So I would like to say good evening, welcome. This is Face the Issue, and we're here again to discuss some of those issues that are trending while we're still awaiting and Abraham Gasson William, the lead producer and presenter of this program, to join us from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, because I just witnessed the welcoming ceremony at the airport. Yes, I just witnessed the welcoming ceremony at the airport. Apparently, or perhaps they are making their way somewhere, and before he can connect us. But we are hoping that we'll connect him live on the television so that he will update us about what's happening from
Nigeria. But while we're still awaiting Abraham Gasson William, there are a series of issues, folks, unfolding in our country nowadays. And it's good that we, like I normally say, you know, this is our country and we can never be deported from here. And you see, what's happening in America right now, Liberians in the Americas talking about deportation coming back. If those people were Americans, they wouldn't have been deported. It doesn't matter, whatever. I don't care whatever crime they commit. They can never, if they were Americans, they wouldn't have been deported, right? Yes, because America is not their country. This is Liberia, and Liberia is our own. So we must fight to protect our country, right? You've been following the information about President Joseph Boakai suspending 457 government officials. 457 government officials. And but let me go to the executive mansion. Let me bring you the release. What it said here, the code of conduct. I will tell you more about this. Let me go to the executive mansion, the press release. Let me read out the press release for you. That led to the suspension of 457 government officials for failure to declare their asset. You know, the issue about transparency and accountability is very good for our country. It's key for our country. And if we must have officials of government who do not want to declare assets, how do we fight, corruption? When we say we talk about transparency, how do we become transparent when we can't declare asset? So how will we know what were your assets? How many buildings did you have before assuming the post? Maybe assistant minister or deputy minister. You have to declare your asset to know what are those things that you have. An asset declaration, I don't think anything wrong with that. It's about transparency and accountability. And these people consistently, they've been warned, they've been telling them to declare asset and wild view. Even the ombudsman, if you read the code of conduct, the code of conduct establishes the ombudsman. The ombudsman is there to investigate in cases about corruption allegations and wild view. We have the LDCC that is there. And imagine all of this time, this government has gone 1 year plus now, and now we're still dragging, talking about, look at the huge number, 457 government officials failure to declare asset. And this thing is not strange to them. It's not surprising. They are aware of the code of conduct. And they know very well that the code of conduct talks about asset declaration. But let me go to the executive mansion. Let me read out this press release. Then we'll come back. We'll go to the code of conduct, what the code of conduct says, and relative to. But just before I go to the executive mansion, I just want to give you some insights about why is it necessary for officials of government to declare their assets, asset declaration. Why is it necessary? Let me read out something for you. Public sector officials with the power are those who have been vested with the authority to decide contracts, allocate budgets, and oversee a variety of decisions. We're talking about public officials. These are people who have been vested, people who have been given the power to oversee contracts, to allocate budgets, like our government officials, right? To manage. People who have been given managerial authority, right? To manage administrative agency. Yes. And these are people we're talking about. So with the fact that these people have been vested, they've been given the authority to oversee a variety of decisions that involve taxpayer money, they should be able to declare the asset to know what they have before assuming power, right? Because they are there to oversee, right? To manage. And what are they managing? They are managing the taxpayer money. They are there to manage the taxpayer money. It is not their monies. Those monies that they are managing, it is not theirs. It is the taxpayer money. So to make sure that they manage those monies, correctly, for us to make sure that those monies, nothing is done with them, there's no corruption, those monies are free from corruption, and they are being managed in a proper way and manner, they have to declare their asset. They have to. Transparency and accountability and integrity are essential in the execution of authority. Transparency, accountability. These are requirements. So why will government officials go 1 year plus, right? We're in February now, 1 year plus. They will still have 457 officials of government. They don't want to declare asset because they want to steal because they are corrupt. That's just the fight. There's nothing to bypass, right? Because these people, these officials of government, do not want to tell you that we have S amount of dollars in our account. We have XYZ, so that after they must have served for certain time, they're not in that position. You go see them with skyscraper. How did they get those skyscrapers? So they have to declare. So if you say maybe you have two storage buildings, you have X number of dollars in your account, right? You have X number of dollars in your account, and so forth and so on. Then maybe you were appointed maybe as director or assistant minister or deputy minister. So 3 years after, we see a skyscraper, we see a mansion. How did he arrive at that? How did you get there? Then people begin to ask questions. What was your salary then? And that's how now we'll start to calculate how much were you making per month, multiplied by the length of time you spent in that position. Then we add to the previous property or monies you had. Then I think we'll be getting somewhere. But let me go to the Executive Mansion website. It says, President Boakai suspends government officials for non-compliance with access declaration. President Joseph Boakai Sr. has immediately suspended all government officials who failed to declare their assets within the required time frame. Required time frame. But this action is in accordance with Article 2, Section 10.2H of the Act to amend Section 5.2 and Section 10.2 of the 2014 Code of Conduct, and follows the President's directive issued on November 27, 2024, granting 10-day grace period for compliance. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has provided a list of non-compliant officials, and those listed are now suspended for a period of 1 month without pay or until they submit the required declarations. As part of this directive, all suspended officials must immediately turn over government assets to compliant heads of agencies or authorized personnel within their respective institutions. The President remains steadfast in his commitment to good governance, integrity, and the rule of law, blah, blah, blah. Public officials are reminded that assets declaration is not only a legal obligation, but also a fundamental measure to promote transparency and restore public trust in government institutions. President Boakai reiterates that failure to comply with asset declaration requirements undermines national efforts to combat corruption and ensure accountability. Moving forward, he wants strict enforcement of legal and ethical standards will continue to be a priority of blah, 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 blah. This is not necessary. This aspect is not necessary. But if I look at this, let me read out this, right? This paragraph talking about reminding official of government. For me, I see this as something that has been belated. It's belated. It's overdue. It is belated. Honestly, this is belated. This is belated. Like this paragraph talking about, this action is in accordance with Article 2, Section 10.2H of the Act to amend Section 5.2 and Section 10.2, right, of the National Code of Conduct. And this follows the President's directive issued on November 27, 2024. President Joseph Boakai, November 27, 2024, provided or gave 10-day grace period. Imagine from November 27, 2024,
And now we in today is the 12th of February 2025. So imagine the grace period extended from the 27th of last year, November, December, January, February. Imagine that. But in the first place, why would the president be giving grace period? When these people are out to understand, they out to know that, you know, asset declaration is a law, right? The code of conduct is a law, and they know about it. So, but the particular time frame, right? The particular time frame, they should have declared the asset. Once they did not declare their asset within that particular time, the president should have taken drastic measure against them. In fact, we should not be at this point now talking about, you know, grace period giving them since November 27th of last year, giving people grace period. The thing is about, you know, adherence to what the law says. The law says declare your asset. Then why you don't want to declare your asset? Why they don't want to declare their assets? And you see, government even giving them grace period. Why would government be giving people grace period to declare asset? It's mandatory. They must do it. It's mandatory. They must do it, and they know about it. Why are they not declaring their asset? And in fact, why would the president even be giving them grace period? So that this decision about the executive mansion is belated. Suspending them for a month, you know, without pay and blah 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 blah. It's belated. For me, sometimes we just see some of these things as a charade, because sometimes you'll see that, you know, what has been demonstrated. That's what I said the other day. What has been demonstrated in terms of, you know, stringent measures being taken, but undercover, what is happening is quite different. Imagine somebody's official government. Sometimes we listen, we follow as we go to the executive mansion. You see, you know, press releases. You see suspension of official government. You see, and some of these people have been suspended and they're still getting their salaries and they're still getting their benefits. Some of them, imagine people, official government be suspended and they're still using the government car. Why will you be on a suspension? Then now under this one, officials of government who have failed to comply with the asset declaration, they say you should turn over asset, all government assets to, you know, you know, personnel at various agencies and blah 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 blah. And listen, you will see these very people, the 1 month suspension. Some of these people will be here, they will take their salary, they will do something, but at the end of the day, on the surface, you will see people come up with, you know, press releases with the government will come up with statement and what have you, like this one from the executive function. And the government talking about you should be able to declare your asset, and people are there, they don't want to do anything, they don't want to declare their asset. So what baffles me is that why these officials don't want to declare their asset. In fact, why must we reach this far? Why must we? This issue should have been handled ever since. It should have been handled ever since. Even in the first 1 year, they should have declared their assets in the first 1 year of this government. They should have done that in the first 1 year of this government. But this is where we are today. And you see the president giving grace period. So the law says, for example, if the law says government officials should behave this way, and the law provides a particular time frame, right? A stipulated time. Maybe the government say in 6 months or in 3 months you should be able to do this. And in the 6-month period, if you fail to do it, there should be action taken, right? But if the law says in 6 months or in 3 months you'll be able to do a particular thing, something you're supposed to do, and you did not do it within that 6 months, the same law should be there to say if this person fails to do X, Y, Z within this stipulated period of time, this person should, there should be measure, right? And the president have the authority to take action. So if those people failed to declare their action, to declare their assets from last year up to present, and with the fact that the president even gave them grace period. The president wouldn't have given them grace period. No. And for me, I don't see it. It does not require grace period. You're supposed to do the things you're doing. It's about strict adherence. Strict adherence. So why should they be giving you grace period? So the Constitution get grace period? No. The law said do this. You must do it. And to have the code of conduct implemented, if these officials of government fail to adhere to the code of conduct, the president should take measure. And the president suspending them without pay, blah, blah, blah. For me, I see this as something that is belated. This is overdue. This is overdue. Honestly, this is overdue. This is overdue. The president should not be begging people. They shouldn't be begging people. Yes. Why would they be begging you to declare your asset? They shouldn't beg you. As officials of government, you have to know. You know what you're supposed to do. As officials of government. It's about policies, right? Policies. Imagine for 2014, this was enacted, the Code of Conduct, 2014. So it's not a new law that people are not aware of. It's not a new law that people are not aware of. So there's no excuse about that. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Absolutely. There's no excuse about that. This is not a new law. These very people, some of them worked in previous administrations. These very government officials, some of them worked in past administrations. Yeah, what of the code of conduct? It's not strange to them. Yeah, what of the code of conduct? Because they want to be corrupt, because of the criminality they have, so they don't want to declare assets, so that we don't know what they have already. So the day they leave position, you see them with mansion, then you start to wonder. You begin to wonder, how did they get the mansion? That's just the reason. Because of criminality, because of corruption. Because they want to steal. They want to steal. So they believe that when they declare their asset, when they steal, people will know. Because maybe you will see certain thing with them that, the period of time they are work from, considering their salaries, they're not supposed to get a particular thing. So you begin to ask yourself, you start to wonder, how did the person was assistant minister at the Ministry of Information. The person was deputy minister. This is the person's salary. The person worked for 3 years. This person worked for 2 years. How did the person get? And before the person, before assumption of the person posed, the person only had this. But how did the person get this? So they don't want to do it. And they just want to be there. They just steal. And at the end of the day, we, the very Liberians, you find people suffering. You see people suffering. Hardship. You see the country hard, but you find people are using 100,000 plus just to furnish people office. When you find 80 to 90% of Liberians, 75 to 80% of Liberians living in abject poverty. Extreme poverty. Or you find government officials buying lucrative cars, expensive vehicles, 100,000 cars, 50,000. Some people spend 100 and some more thousand United States dollars just to furnish office. When we find the youthful population of our country languishing, there's nothing for them to do, and the government is not even prioritizing them, they have been disadvantaged. So these people are here and they are failing to declare asset. They don't want to, because they want to be there to steal. To steal. So asset declaration is the must, and we must all adhere to this for transparency and accountability, good governance. And as a patriotic citizen, you are here, man. So someone like they say, you declare your asset when you know you're supposed to declare your asset. So that's something that should be given grace period and all. When you know, as a transparent person, you as an official of government that say you are transparent, so people should be backing you, people should be running behind you, people should be taking decision to declare your asset when you know you're supposed to declare your asset. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? That's why I said the president's decision or the president's action is belated and overdue. This is belated. The president should have taken this action long since. The president should not be petting them. We're not here to pet people. Why will you be petting people giving grace period? Since November 27th of last year, 10-day grace period was given to these officials of government from November, December, January, February. And that's been stubborn. That's been adamant. And because they just want to steal. They just want to steal. They tell you that they're very people that don't know what's happening. They don't know about code of conduct. Some of these people are working. That's what I said. Some of them have worked in past administration. They know about code of conduct. They know that it's over when you have given position in the public sector, right? In the public sector, when you are given position there, you suppose there is a particular period set up that you're supposed to declare your asset within that period. Within that period. But these people, this too is Liberia. But folks, a lot of things that happen in the country. And like I said, that's just the reason why these officials of government don't want to declare their asset. Because they want to steal. And if they steal, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that they are stealing. So they said there's we don't want and we wouldn't declare our asset. So they were either they playing deaf ear. Yes. They argue that they don't know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So for that's the decision of the government, and that decision has been taken. For me, I believe that this is belated. This is overdue. The president should have taken this decision long since. The president should not be there to be backing people. What the law says, people who are supposed to abide by the law, the president should not be giving grace period to these people. I don't see it necessary. I don't see it necessary, folks. I really don't see it necessary for the president to be giving people grace period for their failure to declare your asset within a particular time set up. You know the time within a particular period to set up to declare your asset, and you don't want to declare, and people should be giving you grace period. And we should be in 2025, February, we're talking about people suspending. You know, so we just see this thing as charade. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. And I want to go to the 2014 Code of Conduct. Yes, 2014, the Code of Conduct. So, and this is the Code of Conduct of 2014. It says, an act of legislature prescribing a national code of conduct for all public officials and employees of government of the Republic of Liberia, Part 1, the preliminary. And this is the preamble, section 1.1, the preamble. Whereas chapter 11, article 90 of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia stipulates the following provisions. A, no person, whether elected or appointed to any public office, shall engage in any other activity which shall be against public policy or constitute conflict of interest. B, no person holding public office shall demand and receive any other perquisites or benefits directly or indirectly on account of any duty required by government. This is the preamble. And it went further to talk about the emoluments. The legislature shall, in pursuance of the above provision, prescribe a code of conduct for all public officials and employees, stipulating the acts which constitute conflict of interest or act against public policy and penalties for violation thereof. Very good. Penalty for violation thereof. Whereas the essence of governance is the integrity of public service as delivered and rendered by public officials and employees of government, and since their activities account for a majority of the work of government and have extensive influence over the lives of the people. Whereas, so this is it, right? Whereas the essence of governance is what? Integrity. Integrity, right? I want us to underline the word integrity. The essence of governance is about integrity, fairness, transparency, accountability. So people who work in government, officials of government, should have integrity. There should be people of integrity. And people who are people with integrity are people who are transparent and fair. They are not criminals, not corrupt officials who they should be begging to declare their asset. They don't have integrity. That's the essence of government. So he said the essence of governance is integrity of public service. So what's the integrity of these people in public service? When they don't want to declare asset. So what kind of integrity you think they have? How transparent you think they are? Are they not aware of the code of conduct? Are they not aware that they're supposed to declare their asset? I did not. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? That these officials of government do not know 457 officials of government for the period they have served, and we should be begging them to declare their asset? They are out to know. They are aware that they're supposed to do this. As delivered and rendered by public officials and employees of government, and since their activities account for a majority of the work, because these officials of government, their activities account for majority of the work. So if the government must work effectively, if there should be accountability, transparency, it relies on them. That's why the law says, the preamble, because of their activities. Their activities account for majority of the work of government. These public officials, their activities account for majority of the work of government, and they have extensive influence over the lives of the people. These officials of government, they have extensive influence over the lives of the people. These people, they know all of these things. Not that they don't know, they know it. They have what? Extensive influence over the lives of the people. And in fact, moreover, their activities account for majority of the work of government. And they said that they don't want to declare arson. And because they want to be stealing here, there, they want to steal oil around here. This is not good for us. It's not good for our country. And when we continue to do these things, we are not going anywhere. We're not making progress. We're not going anywhere, folks. We are not going anywhere. Change is inevitable. Government come, government go. And what people are out to do, they knowingly, know these things. They knowingly, know these things. They know they're supposed to do it. Not that they don't know. That's why I'm saying they knowingly, know these things. Because they have motive. They're not knowing these things because they don't know. That's why I'm saying they know these things because they have motive. And what's the motive? You know the motive, and I know the motive. Only because they want to steal. So almost every day, every day that breaks, you hear about corruption everywhere in Liberia, in almost all of the ministries and agencies. Corruption allegations, corruption scandals. The LACC docket is overloaded with corruption cases, corruption allegations. And yet we're still here. And these things are still happening. When this very government raised the expectation of the Liberian people, that in 5 years they were going to bring heaven down. In fact, people will give accountability, people will do X, Y, Z. So after raising the expectation of these people, these Liberians, the Liberian people, that yes, in fact, previous administrations, those administrations were not correct, were not appropriate. In fact, they did not do anything. You are now coming there to make sure that Jesus comes down on earth. You are going to bring Jesus to the Liberian people for the Liberian people to see Jesus. You have the authority, you have the power to make sure that you bring Jesus down on earth for the Liberian people to see Jesus. And that's the promise you made by raising the expectation of the people. And today, this is where we are. When this government does not even have authority, this government does not have authority over its officials. The government does not have authority. If the government has authority, the government will not be begging people, giving people grace. People say, "Oh, I will begging you, you declare your asset." So I will please. The government is mandatory. This is something that is mandatory. Why would you be begging people to declare asset? They're under the same code of conduct you're talking about. You can't be. Let me read this out for you. It says, "No person, whether elected, listen to this. No person, whether elected or appointed to any public office, shall engage in any other activity which shall be against public policy or constitute conflict of interest." We still experiencing the same thing happening right here. No person, whether elected, you appointed to any public office, shall engage in any other activity which shall be against public policy or constitute what? Conflict of interest. And no person holding public office shall demand and receive any other perquisites or benefit, directly or indirectly. Once you hold in public office, benefit, somebody else can give you 1 million. Indirectly, it's a bribe. So what's the interpretation? Your official is the assistant minister. Somebody can you minister of finance, minister of information. Somebody that can give you 50,000. What's the motive? What's the interpretation? And the legislature shall, in pursuance of the above provision, prescribe a code of conduct for all public officials and employees, stipulating the acts of the acts which constitute conflict of interest or are against public policy and the penalties for violation. Whereas the essence of government is the integrity of public service as delivered and rendered by public officials and employees of government, and since their activities account for majority work of government and have extensive influence over the lives of the people. Then it went further and said, whereas in view of the role and influence of public officials and employees of government, it is expected that these persons exhibit high moral character and integrity, be law-abiding, And everywhere you go, people talk about the Constitution is talking about integrity. Employees, officials, and employees of government, integrity, be law-abiding. So their failure to comply with the code of conduct, are they law-abiding? That's the question. Is it not against them? Whereas employees and officials of government should be law-abiding. So what's your understanding about being law-abiding? If you don't want to declare asset, you fail to declare asset. You think that's being law-abiding? No, absolutely no. Law-abiding and committed presence who show proper care for public assets. Committed presence who show proper care for public assets. I like that. And that's what it says, right? That's what it says. So all of them are aware of this. So President Boubacar, your decision is belated, Mr. President. For me, it's overdue. It's overdue. Because if I was the president, what I would have done is that once the stipulated period set up by the Constitution or the Code of Conduct, when that time expires, what I'm going to do, I'll replace you. I don't know, give you grace period. It's because we have to do things right to set standards. We have to set standards that others will follow. Because once I'm backing you, give you grace period, I'm encouraging you, right? I'm encouraging you to steal. Why would I be begging you? So that's it, folks. But we're still here. We're still here, and we're still seeing. But looking at the time, we still want to see what could join. AB William was still here to see what we could have on the show tonight. But we're still making some effort, but we not getting through. We are not actually getting through. We're not getting through. So, folks, let's go for this. Let's take a break to be back. But folks, continue to play your King's Cash giveaway. Like we said, we're giving 20,000 Liberian dollars tonight. 20,000 Liberian dollars. So the code is *799 *100 hash. It's just 200 Liberian dollars. *799 *100 hash. 200 Liberian dollars. To win 20,000 Liberian dollars. It's 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and to win 20,000 Liberian dollars. So it's *799 *100 hash. *799 *100 hash. Right here on the show tonight. So let's go for break. Let's go for a break. Crime Stopper is proud to be associated with the program Face the Issue. Crime Stopper is proud to be associated with this program. So let's take a break. So continue to play against Cash Giveaway. We will do all of our draws at the end of the program. And you know, that's what we always do here. So at the end of the program, we'll do all of our draws. So star 799 star 100 hash is $20,000 Liberian dollars. We give it out. You know, things are very tough. It's not easy in our country nowadays. So sometimes we believe that it's good to give back to our people. So we create the avenue for you to get something while listening to the show. So just dial star 799 star 100 hash is 20,000. So at the end of the show, we'll do all of our draws. All of our draws will be done at the end of the show. So let's go for our break to be back. So let's go for Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper is proud to be associated. Crime Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. Face the Issues. Crime Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. So okay.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the real authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the real authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't, you must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
All right, so continue to play against cash giveaway. Crime Stopper Liberia is proud to be associated with Face the Issues. Yes, Crime Stopper Liberia is proud to be associated with Face the Issues. Shortly we'll go to the line. So like I said, we gave out 20,000 Liberian dollars on the show tonight. And we've still been trying to see what we could have on Abraham Garson William, who is in Nigeria right now. I was just following this 2 hours ago. And where the former president, His Excellency George Manneh Weah, arrives in Nigeria as special guest of the Bishop Primate Idoyi for a church complex dedication ceremony slated for tomorrow, Thursday. So the president has already landed. He has landed in Nigeria for a dedication program that will be held on tomorrow, Thursday, February 13. So it means obviously, and Abraham Garson William will give us full detail about what's going to happen tomorrow about this dedicatory ceremony, because it's already there. So I'm not too sure that we're going to have it on tonight, but we are hopeful that we'll have it on tomorrow, and he's going to fill us in about the ceremony that is expected to be held tomorrow on the Face the Issue. So we'll go to the line shortly to take a few calls to have your interaction. So like I said, so just continue to play your King's Cash giveaway by dialing star 799 star 100 hash, 20,000 Liberian dollars. That's what we're giving out tonight for winners, at least to help people, right? To keep the economic wheel turning, because things are very tough. The economic situation in our country nowadays is very tense, and while things are very difficult, and we see people here begging people to while Liberians are solving, people begging official government, and this official government are being paid with our money, right? Yes, we are taxpayers. It's our money that will pay them. So it's not bad then to declare their asset. And we're paying them on the monthly basis. They don't want to declare asset, which we backing them. No, Mr. President, I think your action is belated and overdue. Yes, this action is belated and overdue. You should be taking stringent measure, drastic action against these people for the fact that, you know, the first time, the time set up by the Code of Conduct, with the fact that that particular time expired, you should have taken action against these people. More than this, but suspending them 1 month is, I don't see it prudent, right? Yes, I see it as something being belated and overdue. We should go beyond suspension for 1 month for these people consistently, for their failure, knowingly, in knowing the Code of Conduct, knowingly failing to declare their asset. We should be taking drastic action that is more than 1 month suspension and begging them to declare their asset, in furtherance of that. So we'll go to the line. Let's go to the line. Let's get it call. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, man. Good evening, my friend, brother. And let me say good evening to the listener for the broadcast this evening. The name is Robert Political Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I do join you this evening for the Congress City in Congo Town. And let me appreciate you for your topic on the discussion, Big Brother. You know, the action by the president today or yesterday to have suspended 468 government officials who have been appointed by him as here as belated, as here as anti-democratic, as here as dishonest and disrespect to our Liberian people. 17,000 angry people afforded Mr. Parker. Why do I say so? The Code of Conduct gives a specific time frame to declare asset.
Yeah.
The president sat in the country, the guy having a Makame wealth on the expense of the ordinary people's taxpayer money, and then they come here today to tell me that he suspended the gas. Not only suspension, but it should be investigated and placed behind bars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, because the call of order says yes.
All the appointed up to today, all the appointment this president have made, those guys have been working. They have been making salaries. Any other thing they will be declared to death. It will be what it will be not a fraud because of the collectively on the extent of the people. It is about time for the LSC to go beyond the Supreme Court of calling guys to order as to whether whichever property they are making the people of that, it should be investigated.
Yes, yes, you're right. So what happens with you? What happened within the time period that they did not declare their asset? Then you say, "Oh, you're suspended for you are suspended for 1 month. 1 month without nothing. 1 month is not action."
Cosmetic that join the man of the Liberian people to make it the only thing that you are serious for the friend. You go, we do because you know in your friend that you are this is the last act.
Thank you, bro. A lot of people on the line. Let's go to the line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Arvin Dana, and I come from the UN draft.
Yeah, Arvin, 1 minute. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me appreciate you, Dylan, for the beautiful talking point, and also let me appreciate the Almighty God for pumping breath into us, our voice to be heard. And my brother, let me say this. Look, when you understand the word asset declaration, I think it's on the both sides. Let government, upon government start paying for all the Liberian people. Just a few days, we saw Amin Moda who are resigning without declaring asset in his resignation. And he left our political scene with the common ministry. Why he took wasn't from there? Why he took wasn't from there?
Yeah.
We didn't ask any question. He left that place.
Nothing came out of that.
Car free. And we're hearing people saying they are putting people down because of asset declaration. These are charades. These are political charades to the Liberian people. These are issues that break our mind from the how you call it, the happening of the output.
Thank you, bro. Let's hold you there. You have exhausted your 1 minute. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, what's your name?
Let me tell you, he's talking about the best direction to have a code of conduct. That old man, Joseph Bonata, is useless and irresponsible man. So when you think, oh, it should be irresponsible and useless, we never respect the rules of law. A some manner, serious manner, person we probably dismiss every one of them. You'll not be telling us that here 1 month to declare your asset.
Yeah.
That'd be irresponsible.
Yeah.
That'd be irresponsible on a serious note. So if you as a father in the womb, you're irresponsible, your wife will be irresponsible, your child will be irresponsible.
Of course.
So what you think? Thank you very much for the show, my brother.
Thank you. Let's go to the female line. Hello? Hello? Let's go to the female line. Hello?
Yeah, hello. I'm on the line.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Benoni from Joshua Western.
All right, go ahead, make your point, man.
Yeah. You know, you born a child, you say, you don't follow my wife, that's the back. On the child, you see, I'm not taking back, so not say about it.
Yeah.
The president become president, you want to say after. Then they try to flip through, and they want to try to after, but all I try to do is take the temple of God. The first thing you see, the thing the damage of. Now, the property that in that there is too much. It's too much. We are crying, oh. So, we're getting here and the person that thank you.
Thank you. Keep your calls coming in 0886 30 44 97 30 44 97. Good evening. This person is on the line.
Yeah, Newton, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Ishmael Kamara, and I call you tonight from Painesville.
All right, Ishmael, go ahead. Let's hear you 1 minute.
So let me appreciate you for the program, and let me appreciate you for the talking point. You know, what happened is that, the government is playing a smart game, but, the game is exposed. Since November last year, they asked officials that were appointed in this Baka government to declare an asset. Unfortunately, since November last year, November, December, January, February, it's 4 months ago, and they went to give them 10 days ultimatum, and 10 days has elapsed, and there was no action. Now, the reason why they are coming out at this point to tell us those who did not declare the asset are under suspension is because they want to sway our attention away from the issue of corruption. You know, corruption is so much alarming in the government, and they want to sway our attention away from the issue, the real issue, to tell us that they are working. But they are not working, and so we are watching them. We are taking note. So I just want to show you that they think they are playing a smart game, but they are doing nothing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, what's your name? Where do you
my
come
brother,
from?
I'm so sorry. I just went off the line because I went on a credit.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Like I was saying, please, let me to conclude, please. Like I was saying, this is a serious political charade. Because if people leaving government, resign from government, they are not declaring their assets. The people who just went into government, you forcing them a declaration. These are charades to make the Labrador people mind to divert from the armed forces program yesterday. Because on the armed forces program, there's more talk about within that program. So, how do you want to divert the Labrador people mind? So, for the reason, they force certain strategies so Labrador folks see that yes, government in the area of fighting corruption. I said no, because that's the student and what I'm your professor Griffin. These are the people that today what should be questioning. Because what of these what are professor Griffin for Liberia today or the government? Let's get serious for these Liberian people. What will put people into power? We as a citizens, we are in one bedroom and they are satisfied thinking that they are living luxurious life. Why? People is lying to Liberia and we try to sit and thinking that they are doing much for us.
Thank you. We got to hold you there. Good evening. Let's go to the female line. Good evening.
How you doing, my son?
How you doing, ma? What's your name?
Okay, this is Marcy calling from Cloudtown, General for Defender.
Okay, Marcy.
Thank you for the show. Yeah, what I want to say that book about your earway as a community. And for your earway, Lord, Becky, him. Say he's so over, my son. Then last day he's so over, yeah, go laugh. 2024, how many months apart? And you're talking about asset recovery.
Yo, imagine November 27th of last year, 2024. Why would you be taking? You born a child, you get control all the child, then you be promoted. You tell the child, say, sound like you moteba. Sound like the child, so flock the child. Then sound like we say, oh, don't extend by 8 o'clock. I'll give you one more hour again. Then one more hour, read it. Oh, come on, man. It means the president. That's why I said the government, the president doesn't have control over this government. So the other people running the government. That's what happening. And that's why all us are running the government. The president is incapacitated. So all of them making decisions. That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I was saying now. My son, they may not get it. They know the capability. They not get the strength. They not have the strength to lead a bureau. But because people want to steal from us.
Yeah.
They want to put a perfect for president. What time? Because no one is not getting that you not do. You not fulfill, they will have fulfill. The one day you want to say anything, they say, anything they say, that you just be on, say, just be here, that be city. The one you told the portrait when you want to see. You want to ask them, just be your portrait. And when you told the people, somebody ask them, I'm going to see right now. When you talk about all in the street, studying the street, the sabo, and packing for pressure of a person, passing the other person, they post all the money. So they say the portrait, they say, no, also, hey. So they will come back and say, it's going to be clear the asset, we will suspend you. On what basis? It made no sense to the man yet. And that made sense to all we hungry. We hungry, we feel the fish here. We feel the fish outside here. We see enjoying today. And see that also, hey, what the lady enjoying life. And all for me get that. We talk about it, you say, oh, what can I so-called that? It's not pretty high, man. It made no sense to the man for you. It made no sense to me. When you see a proper family, I say that. Thank you.
Thank you, man, Sisi. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening,
Newton,
James calling from Soap.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm James calling from Soap.
James, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, every day is all country report people in Bogota. You tell your child, say, you putting your food down for 1 month or so, or you restraining your child, then you will able to control your children that you're having. When you put food down, when you eat it every time, then you say, oh, I will be, your own church. They may not over the country. It's not involved. The project, see the armed forces, they see the man hold, the people is trying to tell the man to salute it. He holding that thing so tight. No strength. Look at our former president. We're walking. Now, I used to say, but look, in car holding the things tight. I used to say something coming happen to me.
Yeah, the baby not able to country, bro.
Yeah, the
men not able to country. So thank you, bro. Let's go to the WhatsApp line. Let's speak with Edmund. Let's go to the WhatsApp line. Let's speak with... Hello? Edmund? So Edmund is on the line. Edmund, can you get me? Still connecting the WhatsApp line. Edmund. Hello? Can you get me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can get you. Can you get me?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you too?
You getting me now?
Yeah, I'm getting you. You're live. I'm getting you.
Okay, yeah. This is Edmund, the visually impaired guy that giving the president to the fire to deliver.
All right.
You know the reason why the code of conduct came about, it was intended to declare why entering government, and then you also declare why you are exiting the government. So you've been in position in our office for the past 1 year plus. Now, November, it's warning. The president gave warning that all those, because when NACC was complaining that people are not declaring their assets, the government came out to say, all those that are not declaring their assets, they should be able to do so. November has been passed, December has passed, January has passed, we are into February. Now you cannot give suspension for 1 month for people to declare their assets. Why are they going to be declaring? What they have worked for? Why they have been able to corrupt over the 1 year and a half? Is that what they are going to be declaring to us? So what he could have been talking about, part of the suspension should have been investigated by LACC, so that we will know what they have gotten, and at what time they got this, at what time they were able to acquire this before they come declare to us. But man of that is a charade, it's cosmetic, you're not serious about it. Because once they will not be investigated, at what time they got this, at what time they got the other one, they want to be declared to us, it will be our...
Okay, let's hold you there 1 minute.
Yes, hello, Abby.
Yeah, this is Newton.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Abby, did the president declare his ISET?
No, this is not AB, this is Newton.
Yeah, does the president declare his ISET?
We have to investigate that.
Yeah, the government, the people pull us in. We need to do. We need to really speed this. For the 2029 to come.
So you want?
You want to forward it? Yeah, we have to forward it. We have to forward it. Yeah, seriously, we have to forward it. Yeah, yeah, seriously, or else we'll be in piece of nonsense in the country. What? Yeah, our president just changing everything from one foot to another, from one to another, from one. We're not even understanding. We're not understanding anything. The market, the citizen, the people that in the and people they want to be saying we're getting there. We're not getting there. We're getting out of there.
We're getting there, bro.
We're not getting there. We're getting out of there.
Thank you so much. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Martin, and I'm joining from District 14.
All right, 1 minute. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. I'm a member of the National Progressive Action Movement Liberia. You know, my brother, what you just said, this president is playing fun out of the Liberian people.
You cannot give grace period to your officials. Are you appoint them into offices?
Oh yeah.
Get a grace period of 10 days. If the boy against the 10 days, but then you should have dismissed them or suspended them indefinitely, and then until they comply, then they can be taken off that job. But Mr. Bwaka started there, imagine for November.
For November. We in February, they in fact the grace period elapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, from November, December, January, 2 months plus.
Now you need 2 weeks.
2 months plus. Then now you come out to say you suspend. That thing is share. That thing will not have that thing. That thing is belated. That's why I said overdue.
You know why in my mind? You know why in my mind? The whole suspension stuff, those guys had it suspended for the day. You're only doing it to bad sentiment from the public. You're only doing it because it's on their back, making all of what they can do for like institution to them to remain an integrated institution. So Mr. Bwaka said, okay, but then let me just do this. But Mr. Bwaka will not deny the 468 individual salary.
He wouldn't. But I said that thing I just share it, and these people will receive their salary and something, but it's just about popular sentiment. I mean, to make the public believe that the president is doing something, on the other side, the president is not doing nothing.
That's just exactly what he has tend to do.
That's what they're doing.
At the end of the day, big guys, some of them will not even declare assets. They will remain there. They one more will finish and they'll go back again and start working. And we'll talk, we'll get tired. This is the kind of a person we have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So take few moves and make a day on this presentation. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97 0777 98 03 75. Let's go to the female line and see whether we can speak with this person from the female line. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. This line is for the female. This is a female line, bro. Call on the male line. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Russell Lukane calling from Broad Street.
Come again.
I'm Russell Lukane calling from Broad Street.
All right. Let's see how you want me to go ahead quickly.
Yeah. Just what I just said, the other caller said, just a sheriff by the president. I think I have to believe that this president just want to show how to the Liberian people and in a cajoling form that yeah, he's serious or whether on his administration and no institution, especially anti-graft institution, are credible of just carrying on his mandate. But it's belated in a sense that as the president, if you declare 1st November, you say in fact 10 days time that yeah, your official then were turn in their assets and what are you. By denying your mandate, they were being suspended or sacked. But for someone to come on now in the 9-minute time to say that yeah, it's important to all and what are you, and you know that all of them will, as they are being shortlisted, all of them will receive pay. Nobody will be able to stop that. So the new thing that the president is to do now for the Liberian people or for us to be happy with him, let him try to bring the law that has been broken by the entire government, let him try to bring it to normality. When it happens, you see Liberians jubilating because the law has been broken, the law has been tampered with, and that the law that's saving or protecting everybody. So that the meeting will sort of think on how they'll just say they kind of stories and that going on where there is belated and what are you. So there's no who can get credence and no to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. So we'll be concluding on this presentation, face the issues. But let me show you something today. Just a few hours ago, the president landed in the Federal Republic. I don't know whether you can see this video. I don't know whether you can see something here. And this is how he was welcome. And this is how he was welcome. President Weah, you can see. I don't know. I think you can see it. You can see it. I think you can see. Yes, I think you can see it, right? Yeah. and this is how your president was welcome. So for people in Radio Land, I'm sorry you can see it, except people who are following live, only them. And you can really see it. People who are in Radio Land, you wouldn't see it. But the president has landed. The president is in Nigeria. For the program, a dedicatory program that is expected to be held tomorrow. A dedicatory program that is expected to be held tomorrow. That was when he landed at the airport, just from the plane, as you can see what I'm showing you. But we'll give you more detail about this as we are hopeful of joining Abraham Garson. We on the lead producer, the presenter who will be here or who will join us tomorrow as he provides in-depth understanding about the visit in Nigeria. But our understanding is that the former Liberian president was invited by Bishop Primate Idoyi for a church complex dedication. So the former president was invited, but I'm still trying to ascertain as to is it the bishop that did the prophecy about the recording that Liberia will be very chaotic under President Joseph Boakai. But I want to ascertain. I'm still investigating that. I want to be exact, as to what I put out to the public. But this is a situation. President Josh Weah is currently in Nigeria. As he continues, I think he moved into the. You can see here, and the president is making a way to. You see, fleet of vehicles being parked there. Okay, so that's it. So we just thought to give you a little update about this, about happenings in Nigeria right now. I'm sure this is because of the time they arrived in Nigeria. So Abraham Garson William could not be able to join us on the show tonight. But however, we are grateful that we were able to do what I committed of doing for our people, for our country. Liberia, because this is our country and we can never be deported from this country, and we must do all we can to make sure that our country can be able to compete with other countries in the world. We must work to make sure that our country is being put on the right path and trajectory as we move forward, and so we wouldn't sit back and see wrong things happening in our country, in our society, and we don't talk about it. We see it as being inhumane. We see it as being unpatriotic. We see it as being not nationalistic and what have you. That's how we see it. Yes, that's how we see it. So let me squeeze in just 5 more calls and make a day. Good evening. Just 5 more calls because time. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah. What's your name?
Okay, this is Emmanuel Will. I called from Ghana Field.
Yeah, Emmanuel, go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay, Brother Newton, you know what I was there from the president's decision? I observed that he trying to carry on some trick pertaining to the USA. You know, Donald Trump has shut down all the system. So the criteria said that the human rights, corruption, all these things, they got to reveal all these, how we call them, go through all these profiles to see if whether.
Yeah, you talking about the MCC scorecard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the Medical Challenge Corporate.
Right now, boy.
Corruption, all the kind of funding for the transparency, accountability.
Yeah, so he's trying to make a government to look responsible, but it's an irresponsible government. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. So I think overdue, man. I think overdue. So, folks, we have to go home. We have to go home. But I show you the video. But people in Radio are not seeing it. But they I don't know whether they can listen to what's happening here. And okay, so I'll play this just before I go. Let me play this to you as President Weah touches down from the plane in Nigeria. Yeah, so let me play this out.
They are all getting down. Because Bati here, followed by Rodi Maswesa Kemea.
So as the president touches down,
the former president, His Excellency George Manneh Weah, this is the president. And he's being greeted. A little girl. Flower.
On behalf of the primate Elijah, Babatunde, Ayodele, and the Erie family, we present you as a token of our love. You're welcome to our great
okay, and welcome to our great country. So that's a little girl with the flower there. Welcome the president from the flight. Yes, as soon as the president touched down and the little girl is standing right before there, you can see people who are viewing live. You can see she's standing right there to welcome the president, the former president, with the flower. You know, it's a sign of welcoming, right? And the reception was so high. So we are grateful that President Weah has touched down safely in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, folks, on that notice, I would like to go home on this edition, and we go to our cash giveaway. Let's see whether, and let's see how many drawers or how many presents were able to get something. Yeah. Okay, so I think one person was able to walk away with $20,000 tonight. So time has caught up. One person was able to walk away with 20,000. Time has caught up with us. The next announcer is up. Will be coming on shortly in a moment for now. And of course, he will call the rest of the guys. So I would like to say thanks for being there, folks. Thanks for following and watching. So hopefully, by God's willing, tomorrow, and I'm optimistic that we'll have on Abraham Garson Weah from Nigeria, who will take us through as he will provide an updates about happening about the program. Like we said, we told you that the former president was invited by Bishop Primate Idoyi for a church complex dedication ceremony, and that church complex dedication ceremony will be held tomorrow. So I'm sure, and the show comes on 8 o'clock, so it will be after the ceremony, and by then we'll already have the information, and AB will join us to give us the updates from that part of the world. My name is Newton Tokwa. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have a set of pleasant good night. We hope to be here tomorrow morning with another splendid edition of the program Face the Issue. Have a set of pleasant good night. Bye-bye.
Shabba musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us.
You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah. DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses when they in single. Parents crying for YFs. I thought they said we were in John. 100 years back and forth. There was life in it go up. Yeah, West Wall, they betray the labor.